The Hash the Future podcast is at the forefront of social innovation.
Explore world-changing ideas and the people acting on them, from food to finance, identity to innovation, and everything in between.
Hosts Simon Love, Amy Pearl, and guests dig into what's positively disruptive.
Real people, on the ground,
doing things.
Hi everyone, Simon Love here. One of the topics that we love to talk about here at Hatch Innovation is local investing. We think about how almost all of our money these days is directly or indirectly in Wall Street, and we're often asking people to consider questions like, what if people just invested 1% of their money locally? Well, a couple of weeks ago, I had the chance to sit down and chat with Marco Vangelisti. He's an economist, a speaker, and founder of Essential Knowledge for Transition, a source of information about making our economy into one that is more resilient and fair. Marco has a fascinating story, which starts out in a very large financial institution and ends up with him moving all of his investments into his local community. He's very eloquent, very passionate, and a great ambassador for local investing. Let's hear what he has to say. Thanks so much for joining me here at Hash Lab in Portland, Marco. I'm going to launch right into the questions.
Sounds good.
So we often say here at Hatch that local investing is impact investing. Would you agree with that statement, and why or why not?
Yes, 100%. When we talk about impact investing, we're talking about paying attention to the non-financial impacts of an investment. Usually, when those investments happen very far away, we need some sort of third party that can relay back to us, whether that is a B lab, whether that is some other form of impact measurement. What is the impact and the effects of that investment on the ground? But if you're investing locally, we can see what's happening locally, right? And in fact, most of the reason why we do an investment locally is not so much for the financial return, although it's nice if there is a financial return associated with it, but for the non-financial aspects that that investment makes possible. So absolutely, not only all local investments are impact investments, but we don't need a third party to tell us so because we can see.